Hello, this is Zahar Hilkevich, and today I'm going to show you several solutions to an interesting, though not so complicated SQL puzzle. And as usual, I'll show you several strategies to solve it. So the puzzle is to generate an output shown on the screen. Essentially, it's 10 rows. First row is 1 asterisk, second row 2 asterisk, etc. up to 5, and then it goes in reverse order: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. First, let's answer the question how we can generate a character string with X number of asterisks. It's fairly easy. The trick is to use LPAD or RPAD function. We could have used a list tag, but it's an overkill here. So let me show you how to build a string of 5 asterisks. So we can use LPAD. We'll be padding a single asterisk. We want the line of 5 characters, and we will pad it from the left side with the same character. Let's call it stars from dual. So far so good, right? Easy enough. Well, then the problem essentially will turn into a different one. What we will need to do is to write a SQL query that would build an output like that, from 1 to 5, and then backward: 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So if we can write a query that returns this output, then we will apply this LPAD technique to it, and we will get the answer with character strings. Okay, technically speaking, here we can see two ranges, from 1 to 5 and from 5 back to 1, and it would be natural enough to assume that why don't we start with union of two queries. Let's alias it as n from dual connect by level less or equal to 5. That generates a range from 1 to 5. And by the way, you can use row num instead of level. So I can show you here: union all, select, let's say, row num from dual, and same connect by, or we can use even row num in connect by 2. So this part returns a result from 1 to 5, so now we need to reverse it. And reversing it would be, I guess, 10 minus 1 will give us, now we need a little bit more complex, from 1, so 1 should be 5, so it will be something like that. Okay, that's all we need, and if we combine it with union all, we should get what we want. Okay, so far so good. Now, why don't we challenge ourselves and try to do the same problem, same puzzle without union all operator? Well, technically speaking, we need to produce a range of numbers, of 10 numbers, which will suggest us that we need to use connect by level up to 10. And let's see what it gives us first. So we need to change the second part of the output, right? Starting with 6. So one of the approaches could be using case statement or decode case when level is less or equal to 5, then level. Otherwise, we can use 11 minus level. It's not 6 because the next level value will be 6 and not 1 as here. So 11 minus level, and this should give us what we want. We need and. Okay, perfect. So that's all we needed, and we used just one query, no union, and with the help of case conditional function we can do things like that. Okay, next step. Let's make it more challenging. Let's prohibit using case function, case or decode or any other possible conditional functions. What else can be done? Well, you can always simulate case that only has two possible outcomes. So if we had a function that would give us 1 for, let's say, levels up to 5 and 0 the other way around, or vice versa, we could have easily simulated this case. And let's build this function first. Let me show you how to do it. Let's look at the function sign, and we will use let's say 6 minus level, same connect by. And let's also look at the level column. Okay, so up to 5 everything is fine, we have 1. After 7 it's fine, right? And only 6 has 0. So this is not what we want. We want all the values starting from 6 and up to be 0. How can we do this? Well, first of all, we need to use a fractional value here, 5.5. That will eliminate equality of 0. But it's not 0, it's negative 1. How can we turn negative 1 into 1? Well, it's easy, we can simply add 1. But that's not it. Now we have 2 and 0. Well, this is better because now we can divide everything by 2. And we will get our let's call it flag column. Okay, good. So this should give us an idea how to turn this query with case into something without case using a simple math. Alright, so we'll remove this level, we don't need it for now. So question number 1. How can we produce this part of the output for our query? We know that for levels from 1 to 5 it's 1, so we can simply use level times this expression, okay, and it will give us what we want. So first 5 values is fine. Now you can see that the rest of the values are zeros, and we need to change it. So we can use addition, and now we'll be using same condition as above. We'll be using 11 minus level times and the opposite to this value. What would be the opposite to this value? Well, instead of subtracting level from 5.5, we can do level minus 5.5. And this should give us what we want. Perfect. So on the first 5 values, this is from 1 to 5 and this is 0. And on the following 5 values, this becomes 0 and this becomes 11 minus level. So it's essentially the same as this case function. Well, you can say that it's fairly complicated logic, even though it uses simple math, and it looks bulky, right? This is fairly short, right? And this, we pretty much use 2 lines to put down this expression. Can we do it better, in a better way, and probably more concise? Yes, we can. And we're gonna be using similar idea but different functions. So I'll show you the answer and then I'll try to explain it. So we will be subtracting from 5 and we'll be using the following expression: truncate from absolute value of level minus 5.5. The rest is the same. Here we go. This is way more compact query than any of the above, right? And let's try to understand how this works. Well, this fractional value is needed to keep the value 5 when the sequence reaches its maximum. So let's try to deconstruct it. We'll do it step by step. So first column will be level of minus 5.5. Then we can show you the value of absolute value, and finally truncate expression. Okay, so when we subtract 5.5, we're getting values anywhere from negative 4.5 to positive 4.5. Now we're going to use truncate, and we want to first make this value positive. So we put absolute function here and turn first 5 values from negative to positive. When we apply truncate, we simply remove the decimal part. So we only keep the integer value before the decimal point. And as you can see, this value goes down from 4 to 0, and then goes up from 0 to 4. So now we just need to shift it a little bit. If we simply subtract this value from 5, we will reverse the function and it will give us exactly what we want. So finally, to put everything together, we'll be using lpad function. The length will be our expression. We'll pad it with the same asterisks. Let's alias it as stars. And we got the result we wanted. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please click like, subscribe to my channel so you would not miss any future videos, and share it, join my Facebook group, and if you have any SQL related questions or puzzles, please leave them in comment section, and have a good day.